Okay, everyone. I want to take a little of your time to make a toast. We've had quite a remarkable year, and it's all thanks to your efforts. And of course, my guidance. As your manager, I just want to say thanks. Now, make sure to eat and drink to your heart's content, because as soon as the holidays are over, we're going back to work full throttle. We're gonna make this year's numbers look like child's play.
Hi, Miss Kim.
Oh, hello there, Jane?
It's Joan.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Joan. It's difficult to remember names when I'm constantly reading name tags.
Oh, that's quite all right. I understand. This is my son, Colt. I hope you don't mind him coming. We always spend Christmas together.
Oh, it's no problem. I mean, I must admit, I didn't expect to see you here, but I guess it's all right.
What do you mean?
Well, I just mean that this party was mainly intended for the office workers.
But my mom is an office worker. She's a head custodian for your offices.
Yes, the janitor. I mean, this celebration's mainly for the workers, but let's not get lost in company positions. You're both here now, even if you are a little underdressed.
Oh, I apologize. I was under the impression that everyone was invited. I'm even registered in the Secret Santa exchange.
No, it's all right. You're here now, so let's just make the most of it. And what do you have there?
Oh, just some chips. We don't like to show up to celebrations empty-handed, so we brought these to share with everybody.
Oh, you shouldn't have. We have plenty of food and snacks, but I'm sure someone here doesn't mind eating best value cheddar chips.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't get anything fancier. We had a tough time financially since my husband passed.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry about your dog. Anyway, I gotta go say hi to a couple of people, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. The Secret Santa will start soon.
Sweetie, are you doing all right?
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'm all right.
Are you bored or something? Because we could leave if you'd like to.
No, Mom, it's all right. You can go ahead and have some fun with your friends. I don't mind sitting here.
Is it because you don't know anyone here? Because I have a couple of friends. I think one of them, my coworker Robert, has a very pretty daughter. She's around your age. Perhaps I can introduce the two of you.
No, Mom, it's okay. Please don't try to hook me up with your coworkers' kids.
Then what's wrong?
It's just that, this is the first Christmas without Dad. And I just don't know how I feel about it. No, I'm not exactly in a jolly mood. I just feel like something is missing.
I completely understand, honey. However, I'd hate for your father to see you being so sad over him. It was never like him to not make light of a bad situation. You remind me so much of him, which is perhaps why I don't notice his absence as much. I do miss him. But during times like these, I ask myself, what would your father say?
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Exactly.
Alright guys, time for Secret Santa.
Come on, let's go. This is gonna be great.
All right, we're down to the last 2 exchanges and I still haven't received my Secret Santa, so I hope that whoever gets me gets the new sports bike I asked for, because I'll definitely need that one after the holidays are over. Anyway, because I'm so nice, I'm gonna go ahead and give a very special gift to someone who definitely needs it. Although this person was not originally part of the exchange, I'm going out of my way to give this company laptop to Cole. I'm talking to you, Cole. Come over here and grab your gift.
I'm sorry, I just didn't realize you were talking to me. My name is Colt, not Cole.
Well, Colt or Cole, do you want the laptop or not?
I don't know what to say. It's such a generous gift. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, kid. Now don't go and pawning that off for some quick cash. And tell your mom if she works twice as fast, maybe I'll consider throwing in some AirPods too. Well, now that just leaves me. Who's my Secret Santa?
Right here, Miss Kim.
Oh, Joan. What a surprise. Saving the best for last, huh?
Something like that.
I don't know what kind of magic trick you're doing, but I can't wait to find out how you're fitting a bike in that tiny bag.
Well, it's not a bike.
Oh, maybe a gift card for me to get it myself?
Why don't you find out for yourself?
Oh, it's a sweater.
Yeah, I made it myself. As I told you earlier, we've been having some trouble financially, but I still wanted to give you something meaningful and personal. Last week, I emptied your garbage tin and found lots of cough and allergy medicine wrappers, so I figured a sweater would serve you perfectly. I hope you like it, Miss Kim.
Yeah, right. Thank you, but there's another present too, right?
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, good.
But it's for my son, Colt.
Oh, Mom, you don't have to buy me anything.
Well, I didn't spend much of anything on this, believe me.
Oh. Mom, where did you find these?
Well, I was cleaning up the attic, looking for things to sell, and I came across these gems in the process. Take a look at the last picture.
Is that me as a baby?
Yes, it was our first family photo. We all took it shortly after you were born. But take a closer look at what your father's wearing.
Oh, wait, is that this scarf right here?
Yes, I gave it to your father while he was overseas in the Marines. He always kept it close. I hope you will keep it close too.
Mom, I don't know what to say.
Well, before you say anything, take a look at the back of the photo. Your father wrote a message on it when he took it.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Oh, Mom.
Wait, you're telling me that that dumb scarf makes you happier than a laptop? Are you insane? What's so great about a few lousy pictures and a scarf, huh? If anything, you should be thanking me.
Lousy pictures? Are you serious?
Cool. Let me handle this. There are far more important things than money in this world, Miss Kim. You've done nothing but berate me and my son since the moment we arrived at this party. Making fun of the way we dress, our gifts, and even down to our best value brand chips that we purchased just to share with you. But I will not allow you to insult the memory of my late husband. Quite frankly, I am tired of your behavior, and I can no longer turn a blind eye to your terrible, rude, and shallowness.
How dare you speak to me that way? I am the CEO of this company, and you will treat me with the utmost respect that entails.
Really? My mom doesn't owe you anything. In fact, you have lost every single shred of respect possible with your classist and disgusting attitude.
You really think I care what the son of a janitor thinks? Your opinion to me is so insignificant, I don't even remember your name anymore.
Listen, Margaret. You need to seriously change the way you see and interact with your employees. I don't think I would be alone in saying we all feel oppressed here under your management.
I can't believe the cleaning lady is trying to give me a lesson on business management. You know, I went to Harvard. The way that I even let you into this party in the first place is already a ridiculous extension of my kindness. You're lucky I don't fire you on the spot.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because after today, I think you'll be the one leaving.
And what could that possibly mean?
First thing tomorrow morning, I will be having a discussion with HR about your management style. We'll see what they think about all these racist and prejudiced materialistic views of yours.
Nice try. It'll be your words against mine.
Right. My words against yours. Plus all the footage from the security cameras in this room.
No, but people like you are always ruining everything. I knew it was a mistake letting you in here. Honestly, just being in the same vicinity as you for this long, I feel like I'm breaking out into hives. I'm going to HR right now. And give me that laptop.
Mom, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
It's okay, honey. Honestly, she's been getting away with this awful behavior for far too long. It's time we all say something.
I'm very proud of you, Mom. And I know Dad will be too.
Thank you, sweetie.
This is dumb. Hey man, give that back!
Calm down. I just want to take a look at what score you got.
No, give that back!
I just want to compare answers. Relax. Oh my god, how in the world did you get number 13 wrong? That's the easiest question on the test. It was basically a freebie.
I'm not good with fractions.
You must be really if that's the case. That's common knowledge. We just learned about it before winter break.
Well, I wasn't in class during winter break. I had a family event.
Whatever. It doesn't surprise me that you're not good with fractions. I bet you're not even good with numbers, seeing how poor you are. I bet you can't count past your parents' weekly check, which is probably like $400.
Just give me my quiz back, Nate.
Okay, you want it back? Here, go fetch. See ya.
Hey there, Colt. Is this yours?
Yeah.
There's no need to crumble up your test. If you're that upset at your score, you can always come to me for help.
Well, it wasn't me, it was Nate.
Now, why would he do that? Aren't you guys friends?
I don't have friends. I've just known him since we were in elementary school together.
Wow, that's quite some time. I really thought you were friendlier towards each other.
I mean, he used to come over to play when we were kids, but we fell out of touch. Anyway, I'm sorry about the quiz, and I'll try to do better next time.
Well, to be honest, you weren't far off. I think if you just thoroughly read your textbook, you would have been able to figure out which equation to use.
I know, I did read it. I guess I just didn't understand it as well as I thought I did. I was going through something during the winter break, and I was just having a hard time focusing.
I'm aware of your situation, and I completely understand. However, you are a very smart boy, and I hate to see you fall because of your circumstances. So, how about you and I stay after school for the next couple of weeks so that I can catch you up to speed with everyone else?
Really? You do that for me?
Of course. My door is always open for students who need help.
No, you just be wasting your time with me. I think you give me more credit than I deserve. Besides, I know that school district doesn't pay teachers overtime.
Oh, sweetie. Do you know what it means to be an educator?
Mm-mm.
The purpose of being an educator is to shape the youth of tomorrow. My sole goal is to have as many of you flourish into the best version of yourself that you can be, no matter how much of my personal time it takes. If I can help push you forward in life, even if it's just a bit, all this time invested in you would have been worth it. Now, what do you say?
I'll have to let my mom know I'll be getting home late.
That's what I like to hear. Come on.
Hey there, Oliver Twist. On your way to see your girlfriend, Mrs. Simmons, for extracurricular activities.
Hey, don't disrespect Mrs. Simmons like that. She's simply mentoring me so I don't fail her class. And second of all, Oliver Twist, I'm not an orphan.
Well, I meant it more in the sense of how he was poor and had to beg for soup.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're able to read. Now, if you excuse me, I have a thing or two to learn about the quadratic formula.
Oh, poor boy suddenly has the guts to talk back? Where'd this confidence come from, huh? You think you're better than me?
I'm not letting you talk down to me, and I never said anything about being better than you. However, if you really want to find that out for yourself, you're welcome to see who gets a better score on tomorrow's quiz.
While you were attending an old, poor, dirty public school growing up, I had the best tutors money could buy. My mom is good friends with the president on the school board and has practically secured me admission to any university. Do you really think you can score higher than me?
Care to find out?
You're on. Hey, Mrs. Simmons, I'm here for my test results.
Hey, I must admit, I don't know what kind of work you've been putting in, but I was very impressed with your score.
Thank you. I really put my best effort this time around.
I can tell. Perhaps it has something to do with that friendly competition you've been going on with Colt?
Not much of a competition if you ask me.
Well, whatever it is, it definitely set a fire in both of you guys. A 93 on a quiz is quite phenomenal.
Wow, a 93%? That's gonna set me up nicely for the rest of the quarter.
Well, it would have been the top score of the class had it not been for one other test.
What? Who could have possibly scored higher than me? Was it Natalie? I bet she cheated.
No, she got the third best. Actually, it was Colt who scored the highest.
What?
Yeah, Colt got a whopping 96 on his quiz. That's a new high score for this unit.
I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. I bet you and him set this up, didn't you? You two have been spending a lot of time together after school, getting all chummy with one another.
Excuse me? Nate and I do not appreciate your tone or what you're insinuating.
I'm saying that you two have been spending so much time studying after school that I wouldn't be surprised to learn you gave him some kind of cheat sheet or something. I'm gonna have my mother look into this and have him expelled for academic dishonesty or whatever.
Nate Harkins, never in my years of teaching have I ever been spoken to by a student in this manner. You and I are gonna have to hold a meeting with your parents and the school principal to discuss your behavior today.
Good. I'll have them know how you are out to get me because there's no way Colt could have outscored me on this quiz. He wasn't even present for the lessons before the winter break, and now you're telling me he crammed all that information in a matter of days? Nuh-uh, BS.
First of all, do not speak in my office with that kind of language. Second, Colt is a very capable young man and a fast learner. He put in the work every day in class and after school, and his score is just a reflection of that effort. Colt was not here during the last days before winter because his father passed away.
Wait, his father died?
I wasn't supposed to say anything.
No, it's fine. I'm just a bit shocked. I knew him.
Yeah. Colt mentioned that as a kid, you two used to be close.
Yeah, they were always so nice to me. Now I understand why he was gone for a while and why he's been struggling with school. I feel like such an idiot. He must have been going through a tough time.
Yeah, he certainly was.
I'm so sorry for everything I just said, Mrs. Simmons. I was so overcome with anger and jealousy that I didn't realize the importance of my actions. It wasn't my intention to have you caught in the crossfire of this stupid competition. Can you please forgive me?
I'm willing to let this go, but it's not my forgiveness you need. Go talk to Colt. I believe you owe him an apology.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mrs. Simmons. Hey, Colt, wait up.
Colt? You're actually calling me by my real name? What happened to Oliver Twist?
Oh, that. I was just teasing. I didn't mean anything by it.
Are you all right? You're being weirdly polite.
Yeah, about that. I saw your score for the quiz. The best man certainly did win. And I just want to say I'm sorry for the way I acted before.
Really? Are you pranking me right now?
No, and this isn't just because you beat me. I generally want to say I'm sorry for everything. I don't know why I've been so nasty to you. I guess it just made me feel superior. Either way, I'm embarrassed and I truly regret my actions.
Wow. Yeah, no, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I guess I'll leave you alone. I understand if you don't want to be friends anymore. My behavior is awful, and again, I'm really sorry.
Hey, Nate,
Yeah?
you want to compare answers? You know, despite all my studying, I'm still not fully confident with the fractions, so maybe you can help me out by showing me what you did?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at those.
Good.
Hi, darling. How's it going? You seem awfully tense.
To be completely honest, my love, I think we might be needing some type of miracle because these numbers don't look good. I was hoping that business would pick up, but we just suffered so many losses, and I'm not really sure we're able to recover from. After spending that time in the hospital, there was no other way but to use some of the restaurant funds to pay the hospital bills. And looking back at it, I should have never even touched the money.
That was an emergency. There was no other way to do it. I was not going to lose you just to make the restaurant look good. Don't get me wrong. I love this place, but I love you more. There's got to be something we can do. Maybe we can try to start promoting the business more on social media. A lot of kids at school seem to be talking about this TikTok or whatever it's called. Perhaps we can look into it.
Honey, I don't know. You know how I am when it comes to anything digital.
Maybe we can ask some of the younger wait staff to help us out for a little extra cash. Or maybe do some other kind of promo, print some flyers with coupons for discounts.
I've just been reading more and more letters from the bank. I think they've finally had enough of waiting on us. I know that we owe them quite a bit of money. I just didn't realize so much has added up throughout the months. I think we might need to let go of some of our wonderful cooks and waiters.
I'm so sorry, love. Is there anything you can think of that I can help you with?
No, honey, I appreciate that, but this is something I don't think any of us can fix.
Well, if you change your mind, please let me know.
I just wish there was something else we could do or anything that I could come up with to make sure the bank gives us a little bit more time to catch up.
Realistically, how long do we have to be able to sort it out according to the bank?
I'm not really sure. But I did receive a notice from the bank that a representative would be paying us a visit to discuss it.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Jane Parker from Capital II Bank. Are you the Simmons?
Hi, I'm Max's wife, Jocelyn.
Nice to meet you, Jocelyn.
Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, Max. Nice to meet you.
Go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you. It's a beautiful restaurant you have, Max.
Thank you, Miss Parker. My wife and I try to do our best to take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell there's been a lot of love put into this place. I remember just a couple years ago when this was just a standing empty plot.
Thank you. Luckily, I had a wonderful partner who gave me a lot of tips for the interior.
That's why, with a heavy heart, I've come to deliver some bad news. I'm sure you're aware of the official letters and overdue payment notices that the bank has been sending out, right?
Yes, I am aware. We're actually going over the financial statements and thinking of solutions.
That's wonderful. However, the bank has insisted that I inform you that there is an impending process to confiscate the restaurant due to those unpaid debts.
They can't just take the restaurant away. There must be something that we can do to avoid confiscation, right? My wife was so ill and she even ended up in the hospital.
I'm really sorry to hear that you got sick, Ms. Simmons, but unfortunately, your contract is definitive and final. Unless the debts are paid, we'll have to take the restaurant from you both. I'm really, really sorry.
Please, we just need some more time.
If you can somehow find the funds in time, then you'll have all the time in the world. I'm sorry, but rules are rules. I know this is quite the shock, but please understand from the bank's perspective, we can't allow this to continue. Here's my card. Phone number's on the back. Please call me in the next 3 to 5 business days with your decision so I can set up a meeting to go over all the necessary documents. Thank you.
At least we have a few more days to come up with a solution.
I suppose I just don't know how we're going to come up with that money. Hi, welcome. Please take a seat anywhere you'd like.
Oh my goodness, Colt!
Hey, Mrs. S. Oh, long time no see.
Such a nice surprise. Take a seat.
Thank you.
Sit.
Before I forget, this is for you.
Okay. Thank you. That was so nice of you. Feels like ages since you've been in my class. Let me introduce you. This is my wife.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Simmons.
Honey, this is Colt, one of my former students. He's the one who started the tech company I was telling you about.
Nice to meet you, Colt. I remember Jocelyn mentioning it. Sounds really impressive. Would you like anything to drink?
Oh, no, I'm okay for now. Thank you.
So, what brings you here, Colt? It's great to see you.
Well, I remember you telling me the stories about the restaurant and how wonderful it is, so I wanted to come and check it out for myself. And I'm sorry if I came before you guys opened, though. Is it usually this quiet?
It didn't used to be this way. Before the pandemic and those lockdowns, this used to be a place with a line outside, waiting to come in and try our dishes, but due to unfortunate events and after reopening, businesses seemed like it really died down.
Oh, man, I'm really sorry to hear that.
It's okay. We just have to find a way to somehow keep our heads up, or else this place might not be here for much longer. But anyways, how does a young man like you end up in tech?
Well, a big part of my success was possible because of Mrs. S. Due to her kindness and guidance throughout my time at school, it really motivated me to become the best version of myself. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for everything. Your teachings have changed my life. I'm really thankful for it.
I'm sure that regardless of what you decided to do, you would have thrived. I'm just glad that I was able to be a part of your success, and it makes me really proud to see you owning your own company and living your full potential.
Thank you, Mrs. S. I do have to be completely honest with you, though. A friend of mine that works for Capital 2 told me that there was some trouble with the restaurant. And long story short, I flew in from London to come visit my hometown, and I decided to visit my old friend Nate, who works down at the bank. And we got to chatting, and I told him about coming to see our former teacher, Mrs. Simmons. He wasn't supposed to, but he told me he had seen the name of your wife's restaurant in one of the files for debt collection, which is why I brought this.
Dear Mrs. S., there are not enough words to describe how thankful I am for having your kindness and patience with me during this time at school. I really do go through times where I wanted to give up, but you helped me through it. I feel there is nothing in the world that I can do to repay you, but I hope this can be a start. How? This is exactly what we needed to cover everything at the bank. We can't accept this, Colt. This is too big of a favor.
No, please. Without you, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today. In addition to that, I would like to ask you, Mrs. Simmons, if you'd be interested in a remote position. You know, something easy that you would be able to do here from the restaurant. So that when it quiets down, you still have funds coming in.
I don't know what to say.
Well, please consider it. Let me at least invite you both to my office to show you what I do in my day-to-day life. Also, so you can see if the position is something that you are interested in. You know what? I'm gonna start booking 2 first-class seats on a flight to London right now. How would you two like to visit Europe?
London, we've never even thought about going somewhere for the weekend, let alone a trip to Europe.
We can't possibly accept this, Colt. This is too much.
Nonsense. It's the least I can do. Mrs. Simmons was such a pivotal part of my life, and now I just want to be able to help you guys.
Colt, I have no words. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Genuinely, this means so much to us.
We can't thank you enough, Colt. You're truly saving the day, not just for this restaurant, but everything that Jocelyn and I have built up until this point.
I know how frustrating it can all be to have your circumstances limit your potential. When I was in high school, it was because of Mrs. Simmons that not only did she believe in me, but helped me, that I was able to overcome my situation and be the man that I always knew wasn't me. And I just feel blessed to be able to do the same for people that I care so deeply about.
I always say kindness is the glue that holds a community together. When we show kindness to people, it creates a positive atmosphere, and supporting local businesses is an extension of that kindness. It's a way of saying, I care about you and I want you to succeed. So thank you, Colt, for caring about us.
Of course, Mrs. Simmons, you built a foundation for not only my character, but also my business. I would be honored to continue having your wisdom support our business.
And I would be honored to be a part of it.
As for this restaurant, I truly want to see it flourish, so please let me know if there's anything more I can do to help you return it to its former glory.
You have done way more than enough for us in this restaurant. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. It's been a long time since I've been this excited about life, and I can't wait to tackle all the challenges this new chapter will bring.
Well, I'm excited for both of you. For all of us.
Hi, do you need help finding your seats?
We're okay. I think our seats are straight up ahead.
Are you sure your seats are up ahead?
Yeah, we are. We have first class tickets.
Is that right? Are you sure you didn't misread them and confuse them with economy class, perhaps?
I'm a teacher, and I can assure you I can read the difference between first class and economy.
Well, in that case, you wouldn't mind if I take a look at your tickets, just to double check.
I'm sorry, is this protocol? Because you would be the third person we've shown our tickets to. I mean, how many people need to check us before we can finally sit down?
Ma'am, I need you to calm down. This is just for security purposes.
Security purposes?
It's just that you folks aren't usually the type that we have sitting here in first class.
What do you mean, you folks?
Well, I see that you're wearing pajamas and slippers. Most people in first class tend to dress, a little classy.
It's a 14-hour flight. You don't actually expect us to sit through the entire thing in a blazer and slacks, right? We want to be comfortable.
Is there some kind of dress code or a requirement we need to follow in order to sit up front?
It's implied. Regardless, I'm gonna have to see your tickets. These tickets feel a little flimsy. Are they real?
Of course they're real. You're being ridiculous.
Mrs. Simmons, if that even is your real name, please don't raise your voice at me. This is your final warning before I have you both kicked off this flight.
This is unbelievable.
I'm gonna need some further proof. I just find it hard to believe that you're able to afford first class tickets on a teacher's salary. Do you have a confirmation number for your purchase somewhere in your emails?
No, I do not. These tickets were a gift from someone.
Well, now that raises some major red flags. I'm gonna have to make some calls to verify your tickets are legit.
You've got to be kidding me.
Max, relax. It must be just some kind of misunderstanding.
Hello? Yes, this is one of the flight attendants for flight number BA1604. I'd like to verify the legitimacy of 2 first class tickets, please. Yes. Yes, they are Max and Jocelyn Simmons. Those names are in the system? I thought as much. Thank you. Well, it's just as I expected. I knew there was no possible way you purchased these tickets.
What do you mean?
Your names aren't even registered on this flight. You people did a great job fooling the first 2 security checks, but nothing gets past me. You guys are off this flight.
There has to be some kind of mistake. This ain't right.
The only thing that isn't right is how you poor people think that you can get away with cheating hard-working, honest people. No matter how many handouts you receive from your welfare and EBT, nothing is ever enough for you. You just take more and more, and I'm not going to allow you to cheat this system any further.
You are the most condescending person I have ever met. We're not cheating anyone. These tickets were a gift, and we are very hardworking people. I want to speak with your manager.
The only person that you're going to be able to talk to is security once they get you off this flight.
I assure you, these tickets were a gift. Let me just make a quick phone call.
You can make whatever calls you want on your own time. Right now, you're getting off my plane.
Your plane? I was under the impression this plane line belonged to Cliff Roberts.
Excuse me?
Cliff Roberts? Are you aware of who your CEO is?
I don't care who that is, but you gotta return your seat. This plane is about to depart as soon as I get these shameless people off this flight.
Well, since you don't care who that is, let me tell you exactly the kind of person Cliff, your boss and my personal friend, really is. Cliff and I became first acquainted when we both went in for a job interview at a tech company. And needless to say, we both got denied for the position. However, we ended up seeing each other at a local bar shortly after and got to chatting. We became really great friends shortly after, and as time went on, we decided to support and invest in each other's startups. Neither of us could imagine the success that would soon follow up. Regardless of our high positions, we never truly lost sight of what was important in life: to always respect and help others. How you doing, Miss Simmons? After overhearing how you've treated my dear mentor and former teacher, I can see that you don't follow the values and principles that Cliff and his airlines represent. After I have a quick call with him, I'm going to see to it that you never get a job at any airline ever again.
Wait, please, sir, it was just a misunderstanding.
I'm going to see it that you never come close to working at an airport. And this goes without saying, but you will permanently be banned from this airline.
I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean any of it.
You're apologizing to the wrong person.
Mrs. Simmons, I'm so sorry for my behavior. I hope you're able to look past this misunderstanding and we can both carry on with this trip.
If this means I can finally take a seat, then sure. But my wife has final say.
After many years of teaching, I've learned to accept behavior from certain individuals. However, you really stepped out of line today, and while I do forgive you, I do not excuse you.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I believe you need to relearn the fundamentals of what it means to work here. You judged us based on the way we look, and something tells me we probably aren't even the first people you've done this to. It would be unfair to those people to let you just walk around without a slap on the wrist.
I agree.
So you're saying no, or?
Yeah, it appears so.
A simple no would have sufficed. That's the problem with you people. You're always beating around the bush. I'll have you know that I don't even care about this job, all right? I'd rather not be affiliated with a company that lets scum like you come aboard. I'm out of here, and don't think I'm going down without a fight.
Oh, wow, Mrs. Simmons, I had forgotten how stern you could be. I must admit, though, I really like to make an effort to change.
There are just some things about people that you come to understand with experience. This flight attendant reminded me of very much of your old friend Nate, but at least he made the effort to change.
You know, even after all these years, I am still learning from you.
My pleasure. Now, may we please carry on with this flight? I can't wait to see what you have in store for us.
Most certainly, Mrs. Simmons. And follow me, but let me help you with that. How many nobody took your stuff?
Wow. This plane is quite big. I don't think I've ever flown with this airline.
Well, honey, it's because we've never been to London.
I can't believe Colt is providing us with this opportunity. Never in my years of being an educator did I think a former student would just, I don't know, bless me like this in this manner.
That's just what happens when you are such a caring, thoughtful, and helpful teacher. I'm sure you left a positive mark in many people's lives.
Thanks, honey. Let's go check this out.